What I have here are two different Milwaukee M18 FUEL hedge trimmers that are new for this year. So this is the 30-inch version, and this is the short pull hedge trimmer version. So when you watch this video, you're gonna see which one is right for you, or you might even decide that you're gonna want both of them. So let's get into it. So what's interesting is I started testing these out 91 days ago, which was late April, and technically it was Earth Day. That inspired me to get out and put these to the test on some landscape work. And then I decided to test them out the rest of the spring and the summer. So that way you can see how they look, not just a first impression, but an overall impression of general use with these. So let's first start out with the short pull hedge trimmer. All right, so you can see all this stuff right here is hitting up against the house, and it's going to start rubbing against the screen. So we need to trim all this lilac back right here. I'm just getting ready to get started, and Oakley decided to walk through and make sure the coast is clear, and it is. So I'm getting started with the short shaft hedge trimmer. It has a 71-inch overall length, and that means that you can really put it way out in front of you and get into these tight spaces, something that's unique that you wouldn't really be able to do as well with a typical hedge trimmer. And with this being battery powered, it starts up really fast. The blades are dual-sided, and they have a 1-inch gap, so that will take out some decent sized branches. You can see I'm working my way from the ground up. That's the best way to cut this lilac back. And you can see in like less than a minute, it opened that gap up real nice. And then here we are 3 months later. You can see that things are just growing like crazy. And right in front of me, this is a type of sumac. I think it's called a smoke tree. It just grows like crazy. And then here we are at lilac again, having to cut that back. And in just a matter of like less than a minute, I'm able to handle that. There was a vine that was growing through there, so I had to take care of that as well too. That clings to that window screen. So here I am at another location. It's a commercial site, and the sidewalk I'm on is approximately 4 foot wide. And my pet peeve is when vegetation grows over a sidewalk and you have to walk around the vegetation. So if it's wet, you're going to be going up against this grass right here. It's called plume grass, also known as Italian sugarcane. So I can just quickly trim it back so it's flush with the edge of the sidewalk, and it's just a real breeze. Sometimes the big work is cleaning up afterwards because the hedge trimmer cuts it so fast. Just amazing how quickly it works. So here I am trimming up some boxwoods. Part of them are dead, so we're just keeping an eye on it. We might have to replace them. But you can see it's really easy on the back. This is only 12.5 pounds with an 8 amp hour forge battery, and you get 80 minutes of runtime with it. It's just very easy to stand back and do your work. Even leveling out the top of like this boxwood right here, this hedge, you can really stand back and see what you're doing to get it level. And even beveling the edges works nice. I'm going to tackle this vegetation issue with my driveway. I can't see down the road very far when I'm pulling out, so I have the M12 pruning shears right here, and these really work nice. They can really cut the thick branches. And then I'm also using the short pull hedge trimmer, and you're going to see real quick how we open this up, and then like I said, we have a lot of cleanup, but in a short time we're trimming back all these branches so we can see down the road, because the cars go probably 50 to 60 miles an hour down the road here. All right, here's the 30-inch hedge trimmer right here. It has a debris sweeper that you can put on, and it works multi-directions, either to the left or to the right. It helps push those leaves out of the way, makes the cleanup easier. So this is a really big boxwood I have right here, and with the 30-inch blades, you can really get it nice and flat over a big area like that. Then you can bevel the edges. That's what I do. That's how I like to trim my bushes. And then if I want to rotate the handle, you can see how I'm doing it right there with my right hand. So it has a 5-position rotating handle, and that really helps you get into some really comfortable positions to operate it. What I like about the battery powered hedge trimmer is that it has no exhaust. There's no heat that blows down onto the plant like the gas ones do, and it starts right up. Very reliable, very nicely balanced, and lightweight too. Here's a final look at the boxwoods after using both of the hedge trimmers. The short shaft hedge trimmer does a nice job getting in between the two hedges and behind it, and then the 30-inch does a nice job of flattening the tops. So overall, I'm very happy with the results. A couple key stats with this: it has an 1.25 inch blade gap, 3,200 strokes per minute, and you can also get it in a 24-inch version as well. I really like this 30-inch version hedge trimmer right here. I like that rotating handle. It's very easy on the back. As you can see, I'm not leaning over too far as I'm working the sides of the hedges right there. And the weight of this with the battery, the 8 amp hour battery, is 12.2 pounds. So now that you've had a chance to see both of these hedge trimmers, I'd like to know which one would be your go-to, or would you consider buying two of them at the same time and just kind of alternating between the different jobs? So let me know down below in the comments what one you like. And then if there's any improvements that you could see, let me know as well. So far, I think that these really do a great job. And then I just want to say, when I'm done using these, I do put some blade cleaner and lubricant on them, one that's biodegradable. So that's something I recommend just to keep these maintained. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up and help support the channel. That's it for now, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Hey Oakley, what do you think about these Milwaukee Hedge trimmers? Hey, if you want to see some of my other recent Milwaukee tool reviews, I made a short playlist right over here that you can check out. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that button right there down below, because we've got a lot more tool reviews coming out soon. Plus, I'll be at the Milwaukee Pipeline event for 2025 next month, and I will be going live there, and I'll also have lots of videos from there that you should check out.